Association of Resident Doctors in Nigeria have kicked against the amount being proposed for the health sector by the federal government in the 2017 budget. The president of the association, Dr. Waziri Dahiru, told a gathering in Kaduna State that the proposed fund is not enough to boost healthcare in the country.
Resident doctors across the country gathered here for this year's annual general meeting. It has a theme, Legislation and Medicine, Impact of Effective Legislation on the Quality of Healthcare in Nigeria. The president of the association says the theme is apt and timely, considering the role of effective legislation in policy making, especially now that the country is overburdened by high infant and maternal mortality, increasing cases of communicable diseases, scourge of HIV/AIDS, dearth of centers for treatment, the increasing rate of medical tourism abroad, and lack of proper budgeting in the health sector.
We all know the important role the legislative process actually plays in our day-to-day running. We also know the importance of it when it comes to policy making and even implementation. The budgeting in this country to health is infinitesimally small.
A former chief medical director of Ahmadu Bello University Teaching Hospital, who doubles as the chairman of the occasion, is worried about medical tourism, particularly among the ruling class. Other speakers also lend their voices to the call for a proper funding of the health sector.
Medical tourism, it is an aspect of healthcare in the country that is very worrying to us, because many Nigerians leave our country to go to other countries to seek for health. Not only are they are not using our health facilities, sometimes these illnesses can be treated in this country, and they're also taking foreign exchange, important foreign exchange. It is better if we can bring our own system up to standard, so that Nigerians don't have to go far.
The issue of health is not an issue of federal government alone. Most states have to complement the issue of federal government in providing much funding, especially when it comes to the issue of appropriation. More money should be appropriated and it should be given to the health sector, because health is wealth.
This meeting marks the end of yet another executive year of the association. But as the doctors depart from here, it's with optimism that the federal government will look again at the proposed budgetary allocation to the sector and put a proper premium on it.
Consistent physical exercise has been described as one of the most important things you can do for your health. On our Focus on Health tonight, our correspondent Yomi Otaigbe highlights some of the physical exercises that can enhance fitness and wellness.
Welcome to my world.
Sedentary lifestyle has been linked to quite a number of medical conditions, and that's why we are focusing on physical exercise as a way of reducing some of this risk to cardiovascular and other diseases.
From warming up to intense, physical exercises are performed for various reasons, which include strengthening the muscle and cardiovascular system, weight loss or maintenance, and sometimes for relaxation. These particular set of aerobics are for cardiovascular and general fitness.
Fitness is a lifestyle. It's not something that you touch one day and you leave it. Because these benefits, they come over time with consistency. Because it's what comes, the body gets used to it. And fitness, I always marry fitness with good diet. Because you need to feed this body the right things to be able to function properly. Some people can't even take flights of stairs without going out of breath. But over time, you find out that you can do so many things without even knowing it. You're helping this body, you're sweating out all the toxins, and then the heart functions properly, circulates more blood to the whole body, and then everybody's fine. Physical exercise, for it to make an impact, for you to see results, you have to do at a minimum of 4 times a week of 30 minutes of any exercise. But if you're on weight loss, you have to do, sometimes we recommend 6 times in a week because you need a day of rest. Whatever you do, rest is as important as any exercise that you do.
If you are keen on preventing or reducing abdominal fat, which you should, owing to the health risks attached to a large amount of belly fat, one of which is high blood pressure, then this side crunch, scissors kicks, and bicycle crunch are some of the recommended exercises.
Walking is a good exercise that helps you shed stomach fat, but people don't know. Everybody focuses on crunches and ab exercises, but walking, running, those cardio exercises, they help you lose weight because you burn more calories when you do high intensity cardio.
Frequent physical exercise help boost the immune system and could prevent diseases such as heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and obesity. However, being soaked in everyday activities has been the excuse for many people for not engaging in regular exercise. Fitness trainers say with determination and consistency, you can achieve a lot even within the 4 walls of your home.
You can skip at home. Okay, you can dance at home, so that will help. And then after which, you can do your sit-up.
Before starting physical exercise, do talk to your healthcare provider about your intention, and when certified fit, find the right exercise that match your abilities. Don't forget that physical exercise cannot stand alone. It must go hand in hand with a proper diet for good health and well-being. Yomi Otaibo reporting for Channels Television News.
Welcome to my world.
The need for workers to adequately prepare for retirement to help them face the challenges of life after service has again been stressed at the passing out ceremony of some military personnel in Lagos. Our correspondent Chris Lems reports that this was part of the message from the Ministry of Defense.
Over 500 personnel of the Nigerian Armed Forces, some of whom have spent 35 years in service, are here gathered in Lagos as they transit from military to civilian lives. To adequately prepare them for life after service, they've undergone a series of programs to enhance their skills. Before they begin to deploy their newly acquired skills, a word of advice from the commandant of the Armed Forces Resettlement Center.
You are expected to properly get organized in your post-service lives to enable you effectively apply the skills acquired from here. In the society you are translating to, a lot will be expected from you as retirees from the military. This is because you are presumed epitomes of discipline, integrity, punctuality, including other personal and leadership qualities, which are symbolic of personnel of the Armed Forces of Nigeria.
A message from the Minister of Defense is delivered by the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry, Danjuma Sheni, reminding them of some imminent changes they may face.
The post-service life would be, no doubt, challenging for many reasons, such as inadequate resources, poor management of both mental and physical health, as well as the burden of a new social status devoid of uniform-induced immunity.
507 officers comprising 375 Army and 132 Air Force personnel are involved in this exercise. While lots of people do not look forward to retirement with hope, these retiring personnel appear ready for the transition.
I feel good, feel happy, and I'm fully prepared for the retirement.
I've set up Babi Saloon in Lagos here, but 5 places while I was here. And now the other one is that the cosmetics something, I have bought the materials. I've already established in 2 places.
As these personnel leave active service, others coming after them also look to the government to put in place proper retirement plans for them to avoid agonizing tales of the beggarly retiree. Chris Elebs, Channels Television News.
Now let's find out what's happening in the world of business. Millicent Walker has the details.
Many thanks, Melinda. Welcome to Business News. The Minister of Communications, Mr. Adebayo Shitu, has commended the growth rate of social media networks development across the country. Speaking at a meeting with some information communication technology entrepreneurs, the Minister calls for increased integration of local content in the initiatives. Their entrepreneurs are also made requests for the confidence of the government in order to thrive.
Appealing to Nigerians to buy Nigeria. We have been encouraging Nigerians to use Nigerian local products. Now that we have a Nigerian initiative, we can do no less than utilizing this opportunity so that we can encourage many more Nigerians to create new initiatives, to create new services, and to ensure that what belongs to Nigeria is best used in Nigeria, and that what belongs to Nigeria, we can make the best of it.
Any questions, any concerns, any feedback, any upgrade you think we can do to make this platform efficient, user-friendly, easy to adapt, we'll go around, we'll set out papers. This is a platform for all Nigerians. All Nigerians will be a stakeholder on this platform.
And the domestic stock market continues its rally as the all-share index appreciated for the 3rd consecutive week, while advancing by 3.44%. That closed at 26,707.10. Well, this follows the public holiday declared by the federal government on Monday in commemoration of the birthday of Prophet Muhammad. The gains, which were driven largely by the oil and gas sector, saw a total volume increase to 1.65 billion shares valued at 12.58 billion naira in over 12,000 deals, with Union Bank, UBA and FCMB accounting for 52.26% of the turnover. Market breadth was positive, with 39 gainers led by Oni Wellflower Mills with 24.53% against 19 losers led by Portland Paint with 13.54%. Meanwhile, traders and analysts expect sentiment to be mixed, with intermittent profit booking for the Christmas holiday next week. And at the interbank money market, overnight rate moved up from last week's 3.92% to close at 4.42%. Analysts attribute the upward pressure to system withdrawals via OMO issuances totaling 104.87 billion naira, purchases of government bond worth 69.20 billion naira, as well as treasury bill sales worth 147.48 billion naira. A total sum of 46.51 billion naira is expected to hit the system via maturing OMO bills next week, and with the likelihood of continued OMO auction by the Apex Bank, analysts see little downside impact on the rates. Well, that's it on Business News at this time. Many thanks for watching. I'm Millicent Walker. It's back to Melinda for the rest of the news.
Many thanks, Millicent. And next on the news at 10, Nigeria's Super Eagles qualified for World Beach Soccer Championships after a flawless victory over Morocco in the African Nations Cup. That's on Sports News. Join us again.